However, I would still love to work with a publishing company with the other books that I have.
Mm-hmm.
I think some of them would do well.
Yeah, I understand self-publishing. I've been doing that for years. I know I have been published in anthologies and with other publishing companies, but when I came to creating my own poetry collection, I've always and I'm stubborn and I want to do it my way.
I get it. Totally get
So,
it.
yeah, that's why I'm so glad the internet evolved and self-publishing was available. The only stigma that I don't like to come to self-publishing is people tend to think we don't work as hard.
Right, and I feel like the self-publishing taboo is going away a little bit more because it's becoming bigger, and the the people who put the time and effort into it, the time into the cover, their time into getting an editor, a proofreader, other people to go through that book and put out a good piece, they're the ones that are giving the self-publishing industry a good name.
Yeah.
There are still those who think about, oh, the person who wrote a fanfic didn't edit it and then threw it out there and got it published. Those are the ones that still kind of put self-publishing down.
Yeah.
But I really feel like it's becoming a bigger field. I'm hearing about published authors who've decided to go with self-publishing now. So, or like traditionally published authors who are going the self-publishing route because they feel like they want more freedom that way. So I really think that within the next few years, it's going to become more respected, I guess you can say.
Yeah, I hope so, too.
Or at least that's my hope.
Yeah, like I said, because, I mean, gosh, when my first book I self-published was 2004, and it was with Lulu.com. I'm not even with Lulu anymore. I don't want to say anything, but it didn't work for me. So, yeah. And then I've just been with Amazon for a while. I started out when they were with CreateSpace, and then they moved everything over to KDP, so now that's where I'm at.
I go through Ingram Spark for mine. I did do this was just personally printed book through CreateSpace. Years ago when I did a free proof of my book through Nano. But otherwise, I've been going through Ingram Spark. I like them, but I'd like to get more connected with KDP too.
Sure. I've heard Brian K. Morris, I think, and Amy Hale, possibly I think it was her, talk about the Ingram Spark.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, one of these days I might consider trying them out.
It's, they're really nice. They keep They keep record of, how many books you put out there. It's really easy to go through it and, hit the publish button. And what I really like is that they'll actually give you warnings and let you know if, like, your cover art isn't up to standard or something internally might not work out well. Like, it goes through review, which I appreciate.
Sure.
And they have it gets connected to all kinds of online venues like Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Kindle, etc. And you can also, I think it was $85 where you get put into their magazine that goes out to bookstores. And I actually just got a proof from them that Purple Door District was under one of their picks.
Oh, neat.
And so, like, M&M Books in Cedar Rapids, like, they get those booklets from Ingram Spark. So if they're looking for books to stock, they're going to see that in the catalog. So I thought that was really cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Josh, do you have anything else you want to talk to Erin about?
I just wanted to ask you, what are your major influences when it comes to authors?
I would say, first one would be Brian Jakes, who wrote the Redwall series. He was the one who, his books inspired me to write, and I still regret to this day that I did not meet him while he was alive, but I do have 2 of his signed books, which is cool. So he's the one who taught me to paint pictures with my words. So when I can get a bit over detailed, that's from him. I would say currently for Purple Door District, Patricia Briggs is one of my big inspirations. And then for my medieval stuff, Kristen Britton, who writes the Green Rider series, is a huge influence.
I've heard of all those authors. Patricia Briggs did write medieval fantasy. She started out writing that. Her early stuff.
Yes, I still need to read those.
Yeah.
I've read her Alpha Omega and her Mercy Thompson series.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't read the Elemental stuff just yet.
Ah, okay.
I need to get on that.
Okay. Anything else? Okay. Erin, you can say your book is available on Amazon, The Purple Door District, right? They can search for the Purple Door District or for Erin Casey, correct?
Yes, they can, and it's available both as paper or as ebook. Excuse me. They can also get a signed copy of the Purple Door District from my website at erincasey.org/store. I will personally sign it and leave a message in there for them.
Cool. Very awesome. Well, we appreciate you coming on Night Moves Radio, Casey. It's been a pleasure talking to you both before the recording. No one would know this listening to the recording, but before this, her and I both are bird lovers, so we had at least a very long conversation about birds before we even started recording our segment. So, which is very nice. Yeah, so it was awesome. So I appreciate that conversation, and I appreciate you coming on the show, and hopefully we'll have you again when you get your second book out. And I'm glad that you came, and found Cherry House Press, and that I think we connected through Brian probably.
Yes, and I actually submitted a short story for one of your the Dream Anthology.
Okay, cool, awesome.
So that's how I found out with you guys too.
Very awesome. Okay, yeah, I'm glad that more people are finding us. Like I said, we're very small press, just the two of us, and then we got someone who's going to start helping later when we do start accepting more work and we're done with the anthology. So so I'm trying to remind everybody that we're just two normal people with out of home jobs and trying to put things together. We're not like a huge press and huge building in some offices pouring out books.
We totally understand. It takes time.
Yeah.
It takes time. I get
it.
So it was really delightful talking to you.
Yeah, it was great,
Thank
Erin.
you so much for having me on.
You're very welcome. And it was, I love talking to you. So good luck. And I wish you more luck with your first book. And I'm sure your second book will do just as great.
Thank you very much. And good luck with your writing as well.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. All right, well, you have a good evening, Erin.
You too.
Okay.
Take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, distributing, and monetizing your podcast. And best of all, it's 100% free. And it's 100% ridiculously easy to use. We find it really convenient for Night Moves Radio and our Cloverleaf Radio network. We record when it's best for us, and best of all, we can record on the go or at home. With this easy app, it makes doing our show so much fun and very easy. Anyone wanting to start a podcast? I suggest using Anchor. Perhaps it'd be a great starting point for you.